So welcome back for our tax classes. So we are doing chapter income from salaries. So this is a format. I have written format in a page. Okay, in the earlier class I have written here. So we'll see in detail. So basic salary we are having means basic salary, bonus, commission, fees, overtime remuneration, leave encashment, employer contribution to RPF in excess of prescribed limit, interest credited to RPF in excess of prescribed limit. Okay, so this he will give directly. What he'll give in directly in exam, he'll give basic pay, basic salary directly, or we have to calculate. It's very easy. We'll do bonus. He'll give directly. Commission he'll give directly. Fees he'll give directly. Overtime remuneration. This is different. Overtime remuneration. Overtime allowance is different. Overtime remuneration is different. Leave encashment is there. Employer contribution to RPF in excess of prescribed limit. Interest credited to RPF in excess of prescribed limit. So these both things we have to do working notes. Okay, we'll see when we do problems. So one thing is clear, for income from salary means basic salary, bonus we are having, commission, all this we are having. Okay, so this is this when we add all this, we'll get income from salary. We will get salary. Then we have to do what? We have to add. What we have to add? Exemption. What allowances? Okay, so we are having fully taxable allowances, partly taxable allowances, allowances not taxable. So we are having three types of allowances. One is fully taxable, partly taxable, and from the partly we have to deduct how much is deductible. We'll see when we do problems. Allowances not at all taxable. Okay. In perquisites we are having taxable in cases of employees, taxable in specified cases of employees, perquisites not taxable. Here also we are having it is taxable to all employees, it is taxable to only few employees, and it is not taxable at all. Okay, when we add we get gross salary. From that we profit in lieu of salary we have to do, that we'll see. Then we get gross salary. Then we did write deductions. This deduction under 16(1) is first standard deduction at the rate 50% is max. Then we are having next standard deduction under 16(2) entertainment allowance, and 3 is what? Employment or professional tax. When we deduct these deductions we get income from salary. Okay, so this is our income from salary format we are having. So we'll do one after the other. First we have this will be given directly. When I'll show you this income employers contribution and interest credited when we do the problem. First we'll focus on allowances and perquisites. So first is the meaning of allowance. What is the meaning of allowance? We'll see first. So we have allowances which are liable to be included in income, salary income, unless otherwise exempt from tax. Okay, so any periodical payment made in cash. So what is doing? The employer is paying cash to the employee apart from salary. By employer is known as allowance. So the employer is paying to the employee some cash apart from salary. Periodic payment means every month he is paying. Who is paying? Employer. To whom he is paying? Employee. What he is doing? Every month he is paying some money to the employer. Employee is receiving money from employer. Okay, that is known as allowance. The purpose of payment, why he is paying of this allowance, is either to reimburse some of the expenses incurred by employees. So what employees will do, some expenses they will do. Who will do? Employee is doing. Okay, next either to reimburse or expenses incurred by the employees, or to compensate them against the effect of increase of cost of living. And due to the cost of living also, right, inflation is increasing, the cost of living is also increased. So due to that, who is giving? The employer is giving some cash to the employee. Okay, so allowances may be discussed as under three heads. We are having fully taxable, partly taxable, not taxable. Fully taxable we are having fully taxable, partly taxable, not taxable. Okay, so first we'll see fully taxable. You have to remember this. Partly taxable we are having only one HRA, so you have to remember fully taxable. So we are having a fully taxable list here. So allowances fully taxable. So fully taxable you have to remember. So we have some 14 allowances which are fully taxable. So first is what? DNS allowance or DNS pay, DADP, DNS allowance or DNS pay, city compensatory allowance, entertainment allowance to non-government employees, concentrate. This is for non-government employees. Fixed medical expense allowance, tiffin lunch allowance, non-practicing allowance, project allowance, deputation allowance, family allowance, dog allowance, marriage allowance or family allowance, warden allowance, overtime allowance, other allowances unless specified exempt. The last one we will see later on. This any expenses which is not exempt, that is taxable. Okay, So you have to remember 13 allowances: DA, DP, DNS allowance and DNS pay, city compensatory allowance CCA, entertainment allowance to non-government employees. You have to remember that is taxable, full taxable. Fixed medical allowance, Dutch or tiffin, non-practicing allowance, project, deputation, family, dog, marriage, family. Here we are having warden, overtime allowance. Overtime remuneration is in the salary. That will go to the salary, and overtime allowance will come to the allowance only. So you have to remember these full taxable allowances. Okay, we'll do what is the meaning of fully taxable. When we solve problem, we'll see. Okay, so for time being you have to focus on this fully taxable allowance. If you want to do this chapter income from salary, then you have to focus on tax allowances and perquisites. This is important in this chapter. Okay, so taxable allowance, fully taxable we are having here. So apply some logic, take one word of each one alphabet of each word and make some story like this: DA, DC, EF, TN, PD, FD, MWO. Make any story. Okay, so it's up to you how you people remember this. So this is very much important to remember the fully taxable allowances. Okay, see, DA, DP. So you can say DA, CCA, entertainment allowance. These three you can easily remember: dearness allowance, city compensatory allowance and entertainment allowance. Okay, this is for government employees. Okay, so after that medical, who is coming? Fixed medical allowance. Then coming lunch. Okay, so see, dearness allowance, city compensatory allowance, entertainment allowance, non-government employees. These three you can easily remember: dearness allowance, DNS pay, city compensatory allowance, entertainment allowance to non-government employees. Then medical comes, then lunch comes, then family comes. See here, family we are having marriage allowance or family allowance. Okay, family allowance we are having. Next we are having what? Dog allowance. Okay, when you are doing overtime allowance, and you are gone some projects you are doing, on the project you are getting some allowance, that is project allowance, and the company is sending you somewhere other cities, that is deputation allowance. Okay, non-practicing allowance. So like this you have to remember some story, and you have to concentrate on this, and you have to make some stories. So this is fully taxable allowance. This is important. Without this you cannot solve any problem. So you should understand which is a fully taxable allowance, and you have to by heart or apply some logics and remember. Okay, next is what? The allowance is partly taxable. This is only when we are having HRA. This is most important. This will ask for 5 marks. This is an allowance paid to an employer to meet expenditure income, payment of rent in respect of the house occupied from his residence. So HRA means house rent allowance. Who is giving this? Employer. What he is doing? Employee is staying in a house. Okay, for himself to stay in the house. What he is doing? He has to pay some rent to the owner of the house where he is staying. Okay, so the employer will pay that rent amount. The employer will pay the amount to the employee. That's called a house rent allowance. Okay, for the house rent, the employer is giving some money to the employee. So it is following is the list of the is called taxable. Okay, so what he is saying, see, actual amount received as HRA given question. It will be given in question. 40% of salary if assessed living in Mumbai, Chennai, Delhi and Kolkata metro cities. MCDK, Mumbai, Chennai. I read Mumbai, Chennai, Delhi and Kolkata. This is metro cities. 40%. Apart from this, 50% of salary. Okay, 50% of salary is there. So A is actual amount received as HRA. This is given in question. 40% of salary if assessed living in Mumbai, Chennai, Delhi, Kolkata. 50% of. Okay. Oh, sorry. If he is staying in metro cities, it is 50%. 40% for non-metros. It is like this. 40% for non-metros, and this is metro. Mumbai, Chennai, Delhi, Kolkata is 50% of salary. We'll see what is the meaning of salary again. Rent by the employee less 10% of salary. So rent paid by the employee who is paying the rent, and less 10% we have to do. The total HR is what? Actual amount paid less least of the above. So how much actual rent actually is received from the 3 which is least, that you have to deduct. When we do 2 or 3 problems, you'll understand. For salary amount, the meaning of salary we should know. We are saying salary, 40% of salary, 50% of salary, 10% of salary. Then salary for HRA purpose means basic pay plus DS. DA plus commission calculated on turnover as prescribed rate. So he's saying for basic, to find out salary here, salary, what should be, you have to take basic pay, you have to take, will go in given question, tax, DNS allowance, service benefits, plus commissional calculated on turnover at prescribed rate. Okay, no such exemption is available when SSC is not paying any rent towards the house when he is living. So if he is not living in the house, he is staying in the own house, that will not be given as exemption. No exemption is allowed when rent paid does not exceed 10% of salary. So we'll understand this third point also. So what we are saying, the list of the following will be considered as HRA. So exempt, we are saying first is actual received as amount actually received HRA, 40% of salary. Salary definition we are having here, 40% for non-metros and 50% for metro cities. MCDK. MCDK means what? Mumbai, Chennai, Delhi and Kolkata. 50% of salary. And third, C is what? Rent paid by the employee will given in question less 10% of salary we have to do. Okay, so our taxable HRA will be how much actual amount received. So we'll receive some amount, will be given in question less least of the three which is the least, that we have to deduct. And salary for the purpose of HRA will be basic pay plus DA plus commission calculated on turnover at a prescribed rate. So the commission should be on turnover, then we have to take. Okay, if the assessor is staying in the own house, then there will be no HRA will be given. So we'll do example page number 112. We'll do sixth example on HRA, house rent allowance. Okay, so here is a question. Okay, so first question we are solving on HRA. Mr. X is employed in Chennai. Where is staying? Metro or non-metro? Metro is staying. Metro city. See, Chennai, Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, 50% of salary. Whenever you see this metro city, we have to remember in our mind 50% of salary. On a basic salary of 12,000 per month, DNS allowance 4,000, half of the DNA enter into service benefits. DA service benefits, half you have to take. He is receiving house rental allowance 2,500 per month. So every month he is receiving. Other particulars are bonus, advance salary is given. Okay. So for us HRA means what? Salary means what? Basic pay plus DA, that should be entered into service benefit plus commission calculated on turnover at a prescribed rate. So commission information is not given. So he's saying DA, that is also half you have to take, 4,000 half you have to take, because service benefits is saying half of the DA enters into service benefits. So you have to take half, and 12 month salary 12,000 per month. How much is receiving HRA? 2,500 per month. We have to convert this per month into per annum. Okay, calculate amount of HRA when he is living in his own house. It will be fully taxable. He is not paying rent. If in a rented apartment housing, paying rent of 3,000 per month. Okay, what difference it will make if he is staying in Hyderabad paying a rent of 2,000 per month? So first he is saying he is staying in his own house, so no HRA, fully taxable. In a rented housing, paying rent of 3,000 per month. He is staying in a house and paying 3,000 rent. And third is what? He is not staying in Chennai, he is staying in Hyderabad and paying rent of 2,000. Three in one question we are having three things asked that we have to do. Okay, so we'll do it. So first one, he is saying what? He is living in his own house. Own house means what? We have to write when he is living in his own house, not paying rent. Okay, so entire amount of HRA that is 2,500 into 12 per month. Per annum we have to do, that is 30,000 is fully taxable without any exemption. Why we are not giving exemption? HRA is a partly taxable, right? But what he is doing, he is staying in his own house and not paying any rent. If he is not paying any rent, the government says the 30,000 entire you have to pay tax. Who has to pay tax? SSC. Who is SSC? Mr. X has to pay tax on the entire 30,000 rupees. Okay. So whenever the question, if he says the owner is the SSC is staying in the own house, then fully taxable. Okay. Next, solution B. What we are saying, in a rented up housing house, paying rent of 3,000. So he is paying rent of 3,000. So what we have to do, when he is living in a rented house at Chennai. Okay, then in that case what we have to do, least of the following is exempt. Okay, so first what we have to do, we have to write first 40 or 50% Chennai, right? Chennai means 50% of salary. 50% of salary. Chennai means 50% of salary.